A lot of times when people put on a headset, you can really see the expression of, the sort of revelation that they're inside this hole where you've been dug in. Hello, I'm Lionel and I run Immersively. We are a creative AR/VR startup.
Hello, I'm Kezia. I'm part of the team running the DigiMuse program. DigiMuse started in 2017 to seek creative experimentation in museums and to kind of enhance the museum experience.
I started my career actually in production. There was actually a lot of technology involved in behind the scenes, but often overlooked and not really in the limelight. And so then came the thought of how would technology enable and empower some of these expressions of creativity, and in fact, what are the technologies that could be used so that we can bring our ideas forward. There are more R's than just AR and VR. Augmented basically means using a mobile device to augment something in your physical environment. I could be now here in the gallery and use my phone, I can see a cat, or I can see a chair, or I can see a burger. And so in this way, the use case of it is so broad, from retail to experiences and culture expressions. With VR, when you put on a headset, there is a subconscious nature of you understanding that, oh, I'm going to dive into something. And then you realize that it gives me the autonomy of looking around anywhere to be able to experience this particular environment. With the next R, which is MR, it's almost like AR, but you are wearing it. So if you're wearing AR, you can't really go into your eyes or head to touch the screen. And that's why MR headsets or mixed reality headsets have got inputs that allow you to use your fingers to gesture in front of you. So when we submitted our pitch and proposal to the DigiMuse program, we wanted to address a visitor bugbear. It's like, oh, it's so nice, but it's all within glass. Then we said, like, what if we can step into the shoes of the archaeologist?
It's to kind of create empathy around the professions of being an archaeologist and a painting conservator. Using VR as well as mixed reality, really fold in layers of that understanding. And then you can pick up tools, commonly used tools by a conservator. It's really that sense of being in that place, hacking into layers of the ground, and then being able to then turn into the next gallery and see the actual artifact that was excavated. It's very holistic and really enhances that museum experience.
Let's say I'm a traditional artist that has been doing oil on canvas and I've been hanging these paintings on my wall. But through AR, when you put your device over the painting, the canvas can extend in the digital space. And if this is a painting of a tree, can you imagine if I put my device over it, I can see the garden behind the tree. Or I can actually see the evolution of the tree as it goes old. So there are these layers of digital explorations on top of traditional ones which allow your creative directions and your stories even to be explored in a different way. And so I think that is really the starting point, and not the fact that it's going to overtake, but really how we can reach new generations with a new attention span, a new appetite for medium technology, and how we can bring that to them. Some of these technologies, you can be sure that there is no lack of resources for you to sort of get started, whether it's an introduction level or whether it's really deep dive into learning the nuts and bolts of it. Every game engine, technology, AI stack, software, there's tons of tutorials and a lot of YouTube videos. It's really the dedication and time that you might want to have. I think opening your arms to collaborators would actually so-called shortcut the process a little bit, because the collaborators would then come with the knowledge of what they have.
I'm working personally with this girl. She's developing her own pixel role player game. Yeah, the very nostalgic RPG. So yeah, I thought it's quite interesting because it's the first time dabbling into this. So that kind of I think spirit of creative experimentation is quite valuable to us, The move back to the physical institution is still very important for us. I think increasingly we are looking at a kind of a blended approach, For visitors especially, they do still value the collective social vibe of being in the museum. There was quite a bit of feedback on how the VR component did add to the experience, but they were also thinking about other aspects like touch, like smell. It really then suggests that people are looking for that kind of all well-rounded experience. You want something that's truly immersive.
And then now it comes to the honors of the creators and the creatives, to actually come up with new ideas to use it and even revisit old works, right, to digitize them and see what the possibilities are.